blast from the past. Remember when you laughed.
Welcome back to another episode of Big Kids TV Podcast, the show where we look into television treasures of our youth. I'm Chris, and today we're revisiting a lesser known but charming animated series from the 1980s, The Little Green Man. This whimsical children's show, which aired in the UK in 1985, brought a mix of sci-fi adventure, friendship, and classic British humour to young viewers. While it may not be as remembered as some other shows, it left an impact on those who watched it. This whimsical children's show, which aired in the UK in 1985, brought a mix of sci-fi adventure, friendship, and classic British humour to young viewers. So let's dust off our VHS memories and explore the story, characters, and legacy of The Little Green Man, a series that may just deserve a second look. To truly appreciate The Little Green Man, we need to go back to his origins. The show first aired on ITV in 1985 and was produced by Central Independent Television, one of the major regional broadcasters in the UK at the time. The series was based on the children's book written by Kenneth C. H. Jones and adapted for television with scripts written by Tony Barnes. Unlike some of the bigger animated productions of the time, The Little Green Man had a more modest approach, with traditional hand-drawn animation that gave it a simple yet charming aesthetic. The animation was handled by the renowned British studio Flix Films, which was known for its work on other children's television projects during the 1980s. One of the most notable aspects of the show was its narration and voice actor, Jon Pertwee. If that name sounds familiar, it's because Pertwee was best known for playing the Third Doctor in Doctor Who, as well as Wurzel Gummidge. His distinctive voice added warmth and character to the series, making it both engaging and instantly memorable for young audiences. Now let's talk about the story itself. The Little Green Man follows the adventures of a small, friendly alien, simply known as Little Green Man, who comes to Earth from a distant planet. He quickly befriends a young boy named Sidney Keats, and together they embark on a series of light-hearted, comedic, and sometimes slightly mischievous adventures. But Little Green Man isn't alone. He's accompanied by his pet, Zoom Zoom, a tiny, energetic alien creature that can transform into different objects to help the duo out of tricky situations. Think of him as a mix between a loyal pet and a multi-purpose gadget. The episodes revolve around Sidney and his extraterrestrial friend navigating everyday childhood dilemmas, with a sci-fi twist. Whether it's dealing with bullies, helping a neighbour, or fixing one of Zoom Zoom's playful mishaps, the show always carries a sense of wonder and adventure. And of course, there was always a moral lesson tucked neatly into each story, encouraging kindness, curiosity, and teamwork. While The Little Green Man may have seemed just like another kid's cartoon on the surface, it had quite a few unique elements that made it special. Unlike many British cartoons of the time, The Little Green Man combined a slice-of-life narrative with sci-fi elements. It didn't have the action-packed space battles of the Thunderbirds, or the deep storytelling of The Mysterious City of Gold, for example, but it brought the idea of aliens and intergalactic friendships into a relatable, everyday setting. Having a seasoned actor like Jon Pertwee narrating the show added a special charm that set it apart. His warm, expressive storytelling made it feel like a grandparent reading a bedtime story, making the show instantly engaging for kids. Unlike some of the more fast-paced, action-heavy cartoons of the era, The Little Green Man was calm, thoughtful, and full of warmth. It did focus on friendship, problem-solving, and helping others, making it a great show for younger audiences. If you watch the show, chances are the theme tune is still lodged somewhere in your brain. The catchy, playful intro set the tone perfectly for each episode, and remains one of the most memorable aspects of the series for those who grew up watching it. Despite its charm, The Little Green Man only ran for a single series in 1985, with a total of 13 episodes. While it was well received at the time, it didn't gain the same level of lasting popularity as some other British shows from the 1980s. There are a few reasons for this. First, it aired in an era where animated programme was rapidly evolving, with bigger budget international cartoons like Transformers, He-Man and Inspector Gadget dominating children's television. Secondly, The Little Green Man never received a major re-release or syndication run in the way that other shows of that era did. It wasn't widely available on VHS and it never did get a proper DVD or streaming release, making it difficult for new generations to discover. It is, however, available on some online platforms like YouTube. However, for those who do remember it, Little Green Man remains a fondly recalled piece of 80s childhood nostalgia. The show's gentle storytelling, humorous moments and iconic voice acting makes it a hidden gem worth revisiting. Looking back, The Little Green Man was a unique little show that deserved more recognition than it got. While it may not have been a big blockbuster hit, it was an endearing and imaginative series that brought joy to those who watched it. So if you're feeling nostalgic and want a trip back to 1985, you might just want to track down an episode or two. Though official releases are scarce, I think I did see it available on VHS. Some episodes, as mentioned before, have surfaced online through archival channels. It's worth checking out, if only to relive the simple magic of a boy, his alien friend, and a mischievous little pet named Zoom Zoom. That's it for today's episode of Big Kids TV Podcast. If you enjoyed this look back at The Little Green Man, don't forget to subscribe and join us next time as we continue exploring the TV treasures of our childhood. Got a forgotten favourite you want us to cover? Let us know. Until then, keep embracing your inner big kid.
Big Kids TV Podcast, bringing back the blast from the past. Remember